in greater strength and stamina. So perhaps you can spread some of this updated information, which is freely available from our website, suprememastertv.com, or from our association members in your country. We'll be so glad to work with you to spread this message, and we would be happy to provide whatever you need so that you can convince other people. Additionally, beneficial is the peace of mind that comes from a vegetarian diet. This is the peace of mind knowing that one is living in such a way as to preserve the planet, not just for ourselves, but for future generations. That is truly a heroic action. So, to present the vegetarian solution, we can tell people that there should be a hero now. They should save the planet. Because it is true that if we don't act quickly, our children will not be able to survive, much less be able to enjoy any meat or anything else. Just forgo meat and we have everything again. We have the same and better planet, and we will be more clear in the mind to even invent incredible apparatus in the future, UFO even, who knows, and we can visit other planets and enjoy abundance and more civilized, more comfortable world. Thank you, Madam Chamsran.
Vegetarianism in religion.
The Baha'i Faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that, in the beginning of creation, God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings of some aspects of health and healing.
Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra.
Cao Dai. The most important thing is to stop killing, because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity. Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius. Essenes.
I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood, and if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism. Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adilila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata anew.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been especially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Sutra Kritanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism. Those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism. Do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field. Tract of the Quiet Way.
Tibetan Buddhism. the offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a mother the flesh of her own child, and this is a grievous failure. The supreme path of discipleship.
Zoroastrianism. Those plants I, Ahura Mazda, or God, rain down upon the earth to bring food to the faithful and fodder to the beneficent cow. Avesta.
Everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. They will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature, and then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did, and they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now.
It is thrilling to announce you again that this conference is broadcasting live all around the world through Supreme Master Television and SupremeMasterTV.com and TV9 in Mongolia. So let's continue.
Thank you again, the TV9.
The next questioner is Алтан Хуйг Лувсан Дөрж, teacher of Monos Medical University.
Сайн байна уу гişаа. Танаас асуулт асуух боломж олгосонд би их баяртай байна.
San Banyo.
Баярлалаа гişаа. За монголчууд бидний амжиргааны онцлог нь нүүдлийн соёл иргэншил юм аа. 420 гаруй төрөл зүйлийн ургамлаар хоолдог 5 төрлийн малыг ашиглан ашиг шимийн хүрцээр ирсэн билээ. Үүнээс монголчуудын дээдлэн хүндэлдэг эдээний дээж нь сүү цагаан эдээ юм аа. Төл дэхлэн сүүг нь эвлэгж өгсөний дараа сүүг нь гараараа сааж маш олон төрлийн удаан хугацаагаар хэрэгэлдэг чанартай амин димээр баялаг эдээ ундааг махны оронд хэрэгжилж байсан сайхан уламжлал одоо ч хөдөөд хадгалагдсаар байна. Цаашид нүгэл хилэнцгүй цагаан эдээний хэрэгцээг боловсронгуй зохистойгоор хэрэглэхэд юуг анхаарах хэрэгтэй вэ? Энийг хэлж өгнө үү та?
Dear Master, I'm really grateful, honored to have a chance to ask a question from you. Honorable Supreme Master, the sustainability of life and the source of income is dependent on nomadic livestock breeding in Mongolia. We have 5 kinds of livestock who consume over 420 kinds of species of vegetation. From these animals, we get milk that we revere very much. We make sure that the young of the animals are first allowed to be fed by their mother's milk before we milk the animal with our own hands. Then we use the milk to create all kinds of dairy products which we use as a substitute for meat. This kind of practice is still strong in the countryside as the way to avoid animal slaughter, and the dairy is cruelty-free. What should we take into account if we continue to use dairy products?
All right. Mr. Lusandorji, thank you for your question, which is very, very comprehensive and very understandable for the lifestyle of the Mongolian. I do understand that, and I do respect the way of life that the Mongolian practice with very much consideration for the animals. And because the cow lives completely naturally, with no artificial intervention or mistreatment, then perhaps in this case it is okay. But even better still is the milk from the soya, yes, and the mother milk for the children, and for the babies, and soya milk for the children onward. It has all the nutrition that we need. And the protein of the plant-based or soya is even best suited to humans' consumption and digestion, more so even than milk. Recently, there was a research stating that during the time that the children are in school, they were forced to drink milk and take dairy product. And during that time, they have more coughing or asthmatic symptom. But these symptoms stop immediately during the summertime when the children don't go to school. and don't take milk that frequently. And another example is in elder women, the condition of fragile bones